Hey, Karma Collector here. All right, ladies. This is something I've been waiting for. Oh my God, something like this, man. This is so awesome. Okay, one of the viewers sent this to me a video DM on TikTok, right? Now I don't even know who this person is. It's still under the name user or something or other, right? Guys, this is going to go to a lot of what I've said before, and this is so awesome, man. And I ask you, please watch this video all the way to the end, okay? And this person doesn't want me to credit him or anything, but watch this video to the end. It's a video of Nina, Flawless Nina, the beauty influencer, right? And she's talking about BRI's case. You guys, I told you way back then, that shit was fake. That was a distraction. This shit with BRI and the meth and shit, that was a distraction. That was a fake, all that shit. Watch the bit, please. After this, it's going to go to Nina and watch. It's a 2-minute video. She's explaining that those meth charges that BRI supposedly had, I told you guys it was fake. Guess who shows up to the criminal court? Supposedly, the criminal court, right? Jarreau shows up. Goes in judge's chambers, and they come back with felony, all this felony possession and shit of meth, and she's got a prior to it. She has a prior from 2017, guys. Let's not forget that. And comes back with 3 clean drug tests, and it gets dropped to a misdemeanor. And the judge just did it. And it was Jeray who did it. Guys, Jeray was Gypsy's divorce attorney. Remember? They send you Luciferians. I've told you this from start. Mike Stanfield was sent to Gypsy. That's why he signed up immediately, because he was a Luciferian. They go right in motion. Jarreau is a Luciferian. That is why she was sent to be Gypsy's family attorney. And that is why now, for some reason, this family law attorney who handles divorces and child and adoptions and shit like that ends up in felony criminal court and goes and gets a deal for BRI because she's a Luciferian and was Gypsy's handler, and they send their people in to help them. An attorney's an attorney. All right? So, just like I said from the start, guys, just like when I told you that Jarreau and Mike Stanfield paid $45,000 to that ultrasound boutique clinic to shut it down for the day and pay the employees to do that video of that fake ultrasound for proof of baby. And I told you we have a sworn deposition, not a sworn deposition, a sworn affidavit by the girl who processed the payment. From those two. I also have told you from start, you can go look up videos, that Jarreau and Mike Stanfield, both Luciferian attorneys, are the ones that showed up at the studio in Mississippi with a baby, where they got from God knows where, we'll talk about Jarreau in a minute, to that studio to shoot that fake scene for Lifetime of her holding that little baby. That was a real baby. And to film the cover of People magazine, where it shows her with the baby there. They brought a real baby there. I told you guys this from start. And it was Jarreau and Mike Stanfield. Why do these motherfuckers keep popping up? Why did Mike Stanfield immediately on June 15th, when Gypsy and Nick were still in custody in Wisconsin, they didn't even determine whether they were going to fight extradition or not, at which point they would have got their own attorneys in Wisconsin. The way the law works is one thing sets another thing in motion. Until they had those people back in custody, they weren't assigning them public defenders. It doesn't work that way. But Mike Stanfield takes it upon himself to go into the courthouse on June 15th, the day they get arrested, and register as the attorney of record for her, when public defenders don't even do that. They are assigned their case by their boss, the elected public defender, in the public defender's office. And it's put into the fucking computer there. He went on like a paid retained attorney does. They go register as the attorney of record at the clerk of court. So, because they assign them because they're Luciferians. They gave Gypsy this bitch for that. Now, Jarreau is the one that does, because again, family law, she did her divorce. She's the one that Nina's made prior videos about it. That she's having children removed. People she's supposed to be representing. People that this motherfucker, fat pig, is supposed to be representing. Instead, she gets it to where the case is vulnerable or something's going on and all this, and then she leaves or she does something. But what happens is she ends up placing these children in the wealthy elite Luciferian homes so they can do defilement rituals on them. And she's responsible for it because she gets paid for it. She's basically stealing people's children using her law degree and her position in the community. So this motherfucker fat pig and her goddamn children, excuse me about the GD, I'm a little worked up, can live the life of luxury off the backs of these children who are being destroyed. Souls are being destroyed and sacrificed in defilement rituals. And this filthy motherfucker is responsible for it. And that's why she keeps showing up. Now she showed up for BRI. Guys, she's not a criminal attorney. It's because she's a Luciferian. And if Mike Stanfield was able to practice in Louisiana, that's the motherfucker that would have showed up. Now, if this doesn't show you and tell you what I've been telling you is what it is, one more piece of circumstantial evidence. Thank God this person sent this to me. If you all don't see the link in the relationship and what this means, Jarreau is a dangerous, devil-worshipping bitch who is nothing, who is white trash that came from abject poverty. And look at them and look at her whole family. It's apparent they've lived on nothing but inexpensive, high carbohydrate food their entire lives. Okay? And she cut a deal, man. All right? It's as simple as that. So they're using her for this. And they're using her to traffic children. That's what they do. Okay, guys? Is it all making sense now? All right, I sure hope so. So if you would, just please watch this video that's going to go into Nina. It runs 2 minutes. Who's going to tell you what's going on here. All right? I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Baby, hold your wig cap down, because I'm going to tell you something that's going to blow your whole wig cap right back. Okay? So hold it down, because this news is really going to throw you off. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard's friend was arrested a couple of months ago, BRI, right? She had meth in her car close to Gypsy Rose's house. Now, we know that Gypsy and BRI do not live close to each other. Correct. Okay. Come to find out, and this is so wild and so unhinged that y'all are really going to be thinking, what on God's green earth took place? Christy and BRI did not meet randomly like they've been telling us. The way they met was BRI was Christy's rug dealer, allegedly. Now, when she was arrested, she was facing felony charges. Everybody was like, oh my goodness, like she's probably going to get some time. Do y'all remember Jeray Jimbone, that was Gypsy's divorce attorney? And y'all remember all those like scandalous things that allegedly happened? We're saying allegedly for what what reasons, okay? And all of those scandalous things happened with her. And basically, BRI said she did not go before the judge, but somehow she was able to just get 3 drug tests and it would go as a misdemeanor. Everyone was wondering, well, why wouldn't you go before the judge? Christy had Jeray show up to court, and Jeray spoke to the judge in chambers. And that's how she was able to get a misdemeanor. Now, the gag is, the reason why Christy did that is because she was scared that BRI was going to tell all the business in court and squeal on Christy because, you know, she loves her some mathematics. So moral of the story, y'all, is don't do math, but don't do rugs. And yeah, don't meet your stepdaughter's alleged best friend that way either, I guess.